Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I've just sprayed the bottom of the car with anti-stone chip. It's not Raptor, it's an equivalent paint. It's a 2-pack, but it's made by Etalon. So I think it's called Alligator. So that's all done now, ready for the car to be rolled back over, but I'll leave it for a couple of days. They reckon up to 7 days to fully cure, so yeah. So I'll leave it a couple of days anyway before I roll it over. So yeah, I always go up to this edge here. You can see where I go up to the edge, so I mask that and spray with a stone chip, and then the seals I always paint the same colour as the car. I just think it looks neater when you look at the side of the car. A lot of people stone chip right up to the seam here, but it just means you end up with a textured finish all the way down the seal. I don't think it looks as nice personally, but yeah, so done all in underneath the front fenders, so that's all done now. Yeah, they're really tricky to get in there, and there's bound to be a few misses because you just can't get in there with the gun properly. You can see the kind of texture it leaves on there if we get a real close up. So that's 2 cans I put on there. I really should have sprayed 3 or 4 cans. I think you need to do a minimum of 3 cans. I'd even go 4. So put heaps of it on there, then you know you've got really good coverage. There's a few areas where the primer or the epoxy sealer is grinning through, just grinning through. So this is as far as I got with stripping the paint off the Clubman. I'm nearly there, just got a few corners to go here in the boot. But today I'm going to give this car acid wash on the inside and then get it in the booth. It's such a big area to get over everything before it starts to flash rust with all the nooks and crannies that you get on a Mini. I was going to spray the whole car all in one hit and just get the whole lot in epoxy. But I've now decided to just get the inside done, get that in epoxy, get that all sorted out. Then I'll mask all the openings, and then I'll concentrate on all the outside engine bay and the boot on the car. As you can see there, you can see areas like this where it starts to flash rust after about 3 hours, and then you can't actually see the flash rust. That's the thing with it. We've got quite an arid climate here, so it's probably nowhere near as bad as it would be somewhere like the UK. It would probably almost start flash rusting straight away. So like this time of year as well, because we're in our summer, we're really dry and it's really hot. It's probably already nearly 30 degrees in here. So yeah, the car's already quite warm. But as you can see, Minis are quite fiddly. So many areas on them and catching your hands everywhere trying to sand them, but hey, you get there. So this area here on this fender or wing, you can see I've been over that with a DA, so it literally takes minutes with a DA when you've got a nice big panel like this. So try not to touch it with your bare hands because there's oil in your hands, or if it's quite hot like it is today, there is sweat and it will you don't want that under the paint. So yeah, so if you get into this kind of stage where you've got all the paint off and you're starting to DA, best to wear some rubber gloves, and that so you don't get it under the paint, because it will almost start flash rusting immediately, or it will leave it underneath your epoxy primer, which isn't a good thing. So yeah, you can see it didn't come out too bad. The car's in pretty good condition. I mean, there is areas, but you expect it on a car of this age, so. So anyway, let's get on with it. We'll get it all acid washed, get it in the booth, and get some primer on it. Okay, so that's all the interior acid wash now. You can see what it does to the steel. So yeah, so we're all ready to basically shoot some epoxy primer. over the whole thing. So that's taken me just over an hour to wash that all down with the acid. So I basically just dilute the acid. That's all on the side of whichever one you buy. It's all on the side directions how much you have to dilute it. It's usually about either 3 to 1 or 5 to 1, or 3 parts water and 1 of acid, depending how strong you want it. Yeah, you can see how it's cleaned that steel up there, because there was quite a lot of surface rust on the floor. So if you're not happy with an area, then you can basically just go over it again. It's no big deal. So, and if you're wondering how much crap it takes off and how much rust it removes, this actually looked quite clean before I started, as you saw on the video. That is the state of the bucket. That was clean water in there, and that's basically rust, mainly just flash rust. It's come off the panels. And before I used the acid, I also went over the whole lot with wax and grease remover, so that obviously took a bit off as well, but there wasn't that much in the rag that when I cleaned it with the wax and grease remover. It just shows you how much of that in that bucket of water is just rust. So that's basically just was a clean rag, but obviously it's got contaminated with quite a lot of rubbish and rust and stuff that's in the acid. So that's just clean water in that bucket. So acid goes a long way. If you're worried about the cost, it's cost me probably not even $2 to do this, all the interior of this car. So yeah, it's peanuts. Okay guys, so that's the interior all epoxied, primered now. So I'm going to leave that a couple of days, and then any filler work I'll do that inside. Then I'll put another coat of epoxy over the top of that, let that go off a couple of days to gas off, and then I will scuff that up, probably with a Scotch-Brite, and then use a base coat on there and clears. So a big thanks for watching guys, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now.